you can approach, you know, the complaint is you can do it in a positive manner, you know, acknowledging the neighbor's feelings and however it goes. Or you can take it through the manager and things like that. Well, there's two ways for me to handle this. Is I could say, okay, you know, I apologize, it won't happen again. I'll take care of my stuff.
Right.
And then there's the twig way, where it's an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
And those other 65% in the apartment building who are smoking weed, I could just call up pretty much any time, drop an anonymous tip to the cops.
Right.
And
is it illegal to smoke weed? Could you actually get taken in for getting caught smoking pot?
Yeah.
It'll be a misdemeanor.
Yeah, but you can.
Well, and depending on how much you have on you.
Right. Then it might be a felony if you have a lot of weight, but it'll be a misdemeanor. Right. They'll just get a ticket, but it'll cost them money and time and aggravation. I think you just got to go the adult route, you know. But, you know, the whole, like we talked about texting before, and it's really hard to understand someone's tone and disposition through words, through written words.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just really hard to understand if someone's being sarcastic, someone's being funny, someone's being an asshole, someone's just trying to do their job. You know, rather than write a note and say, this is what you need to do, we've had complaints about you, yada, yada. I mean, I would take it like I was being attacked. I would take it like I was being singled out, instead of the managers coming up to me, knocking on the door and be like, you know what, we've had complaints, you know, about your smoking. I know it's not a big deal, but if you don't mind, could you take care of this, yada, yada, yada. Boom, taken care of, it's all done, it's face-to-face. That interaction is important because then you understand where the person's coming from, but it's just a written note just randomly on my door. I'd be like, fuck you. You know, I would take that like, you could talk to me.
And it's not like I wasn't home when the note was put on my door.
So what did you hear, like a note slip in through the cracks?
No, not even that. It's taped to my front door.
Oh, taped to your front door?
Boom.
Yeah. Wow. You know, I mean, it's just totally bullshit behavior.
Some cowardice.
I think it's laziness based on cowardice.
Yeah. And, cowardice. You know, that's the thing is, it could have been from the manager.
Yeah.
Or it could have just been somebody fucking on their computer printing up business-like notice.
No, it wasn't handwritten.
The management.
Yeah.
It wasn't handwritten or anything like that?
No.
Signed?
No.
What the fuck?
You know, so, I mean, it's just,
oh, man.
That's why it kind of has a hold of me right now.
You can clear that up easy. Just go to the management and be like, hey, I got your letter. If they don't know what you're talking about, be like, okay, go right to your neighbor or whoever.
Yeah.
You just go, you know, like, knock, hey, you know, here's your note.
Yeah, you know, duly noted, I'll take care of the problem. That's it.
Exactly.
Make it simple, you know, or start making anonymous phone calls to the DEA.
But then, I mean, it's ridiculous how people cause confrontation if they're a non-confrontational person. You know, I'm a confrontational person, but I'm not afraid to bring it to your face if I got a problem, you know? Some people are like that. They're like, oh, well, I'm going to tell the manager because I don't want to deal with a confrontation.
Right.
Dude,
but they're stirring it up.
Be a grown-up. And if you really want a solution to the situation, go to the source. You know, don't take it through a third party and all this other kinds of crazy bullshit. And, you know, people are cowards. People are still fucking 16-year-olds. Well, she said this about you. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Why don't you just come up and say it to me? You know, I've always been a nice guy to you. It's not like when you walk in from the garage, I'm like, hey, you fucking douchebag. You know, I'm not giving them hard looks or anything. And I have a feeling this person who made the complaint is somebody who has never said hello to me. You know, I've always been like, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? And they're the fucking closed off, immature coward who's like,
they live in a shell.
Well, people are strange too because maybe I'm just regular, but I've run across people who I have immediate liking towards because they remind me of like a family member or a friend that I like. And then there's other people I'm like, God, that person reminds me of this ex-girlfriend I had. What a fucking bitch. I don't like her. But I'm not, I try not to judge.
Exactly.
You know, just based on someone's looks. That's pretty crazy. I mean, you can tell a lot by someone's outward appearance, but, you know, the whole not saying hi to people you live around just amazes me.
Oh, yeah.
I say hi to everybody in this apartment complex, and there's people still to this day, I've lived here for 2 years, that still can barely muster enough energy to let hi slip out of their fucking mouth, and it just kills me.
Yeah.
It kills me. I'm like, really? You can't say hi? Hey, how's it going? Hey.
Yeah.
You know? How's
Even
it
if
going?
it's
I don't
just
want to
that.
be your best fucking friend.
It's just, you know,
It's courteous,
greeting.
man. Hey, how's it going?
Greeting.
Yeah.
You see me going up to apartment 9 all the time. You see me with my wife and my daughter. You know, I don't have people coming in and out of my house. I'm not a fucking criminal or drug dealer.
Exactly.
Regular guy, man.
Regular.
You can't say what's up to me. You know, it just stuns me. And even when I was working, you know, like now maybe you can see, I don't know what this guy's all about. You know, he has a hat on backwards. He's kind of sagging. He has flip-flops on. I don't know who he is. But when I was working, I was dressed up all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on. I'm a business guy. You see me. Still snubbed. Nothing.
Snubbed? Really?
Yeah.
And you know,
Fuck you.
those are the
I just
people
stopped
in
saying
life.
hi.
Wow.
Those
that's
are the
fucking
people
horrible.
in life, like we talked about earlier. Those are just the miserable people.
Man,
you know?
they are. I mean, like, for example, when I go to a supermarket and I kind of catch eyes with somebody, I'm just like, hey, how's it going? You know, like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice, you know, you got some nice melons in your car, you know, beautiful lady, or some guy with wine, and we just
Anybody.
start discussing wine, you know.
Yeah.
It's always, you know, one thing or another, you know. Just,
I
mean,
do that all the time, too. In public, strangers, I don't even
Right.
know who these people are, you know? And,
Yeah.
like, if someone kind of looks at me, and my first inclination, especially if it's a guy, you know, he's kind of looking at me weird. I'm thinking, like, fuck you, motherfucker, what are you looking at? You know, like, my street sense kicks in. But then I go, hey, how's it going? Oh, what's up, man? You know, and then it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all different.
changes, yeah.
You know, so people, man, I mean, I know it's a big city, you know, but we're all strangers, man. It doesn't need to be like that.
No.
You know, I mean, we're all community. We're all living in the same area, probably all going through the same shit or types of thing. You know, I'm just being friendly.
I mean, I'm not trying to advise anybody out there to, you know, go out there and start talking. It's got to come effortlessly, for one. And number two, you know, if you can't do that, just, you know, at least be fucking nice.
Go
At
see
least,
a therapist.
You know, or
Can't say hi to somebody?
If you can't
Hey,
hi.
say hi
at least-
or
at least-
acknowledge somebody who opens up
Yeah.
and shows you a nice greeting or just a hey, how's it going? You know, go fucking check yourself out because you're a fucking retard.
Something's up. You got some anti-social anxiety or something, because I've even been in businesses where I'm a customer and I say what's up to the person behind the register or the counter, and they barely want to say hi to me. I'm like, hold on, I'm in your business. I'm about to spend some money in here. I think I'm going to change my mind and go somewhere else where, you know, someone's
there's a
actually
bit of-
friendly.
Yeah.
It's like I'm bothering them. You know, I went to Carl's Jr. the other day, and the girl didn't, it was a drive-thru, the girl didn't answer the speaker. I said hello, nothing. I waited a few minutes.
Man.
I was like 3 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm going to pull up to the window. I pull up to the window. She goes, yes. I was like, really? And I just blasted my order at her. And she was just, I don't know if she was new or fucked up or what the deal was, but you can tell her partner was not happy with that bitch.
Yeah.
should have canned her, thrown her out the
I
fucking
shouldn't have ate
drive-through
there,
window.
but yeah, it just amazes me. It just amazes me the lack of social skills that some people have. Not to say I'm like
The
Paris
master.
Hilton, you know,
Yeah.
where I'm networking and mingling at every party and, you know, all that shit, but you know, I can be outgoing. I can say hi to people. I can muster the energy.
To me, it's just a sign of good faith.
Turtles.
You know?
Yeah.
Walking down the street, and in my area, there's Indians, there's Asians, there's, you know, pretty much every nationality that there is in Torrance. And, you know, even if they don't speak English, they, in some way, can at least acknowledge me.
A head nod.
You know? Exactly.
A wink.
Yeah.
I like a wink.
And that's...
The finger.
The finger.
That's, you know, and people you live near and next to, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, don't you want people kind of looking out for your shit? I mean, at the same time, you don't want everybody in your business.
No.
But courtesy. What happened to courtesy?
Yeah, you're walking through the same hallway as your neighbors, and what do you just walk by? I can't do that. I'm
Yeah.
just like, hey, oh, like whatever,
Doesn't
thumbs